Hello everybody and welcome back to Mammoth Interactive's monthly video on Unreal Marketplace free for the month plugins. Today we're going to be looking at 5 new free plugins for this month. There is an environment plugin, a blueprints plugin, a code plugin, an architectural visualization plugin, and a materials. So our first plugin is going to be the clothes and shoe store over here, where we have basically is a floor of a shopping center with clothing and shoe stores located to it. It's pretty straightforward. It's just your usual mall hallway with a lot of materials and the like. The plugin is modular, which means that you can just assemble the stances, clothes, and the walls just however you want. Also, the building modules, that is to say the walls, the roof, and the floor, have their correct UV maps, which can allow for any use of any materials however you want to. Basically, a really nicely made hallway mall. Then you can just use in anything you want, whether it's for video games or maybe for some architectural visualization. Our next plugin is called the Physical Interaction Systems. Now, this is a very interesting plugin that you just really need to see the video to fully understand this. And I'm going to show you some parts of it here. It is a fully intuitive set of interactions of everything from grabbing to throwing to even subtle movements and rotations. But what that means is that you're not just clicking an object to make it activate. You are literally interacting in a more realistic way possible. As you see in the video, you will have a treasure chest that you don't just click. You actually have to hold and slide up to open it. You have a safe that you want to slide down to unlock it. And it has that rotating thingy with the numbers, which means that you probably also need to rotate those in real time. You even get things like desks that you have to slide open. You have cubes that you can play with, but if you hold them by the corner, then the actual gravity will take place. This plugin even comes with a debug room that basically is going to show you how everything works and all the coding. And the creator basically shows a set of steps and instructions on how to assemble the plugin for your own projects. So this is probably one of the most technically impressive blueprints that I have seen so far right now, for the amount of interaction that you can do with basically anything in the world. And just imagine the possibilities of what you can do in your own video games with this now. Oh, and it even says in the technical details that it's not only compatible with keyboard and mouse, you can also use a gamepad controller and a touchscreen, which would be very interesting to see how someone can use touchscreen technology to interact with objects like this. And our next plugin is a universal camera. Now, this is another one that is more technical than visual, but basically it is just a camera that can pretty much be used to almost do anything possible that a camera can do. And it can be used for basically a variety of games and even your architectural visualizations. Over here, you will see in the video the many different modes that it can do. You can do your simple things like offset, rotation, zoom in, movements. You can even do some focus on player techniques, follow actor. You can do some screen sliding, async traveling functions, placeholder cameras to jump to target viewpoint, get the ideal location and zoom to get the focus view of an actor depending on your rotation, tons of settings to get the behavior that you want, and you can even override some of the functions to implement your own logic. This is another that's very straightforward, but also extremely huge in the amount of potential that it can reach and what you can do with it. So this is one of the ones that I would really recommend downloading right now. Our fourth plugin is called the Loft Office, and it's an architectural visualization plugin, mostly those being hyper-realistic 3D models that you can just interact with in the game. In the description here, it says high-quality modern loft office interior. It will be perfect for art visualization, VR, or any type of AAA game. Included 3 complete interior scenes, that being the workspace plus the conference room, the kitchen, and the office cabinet. This is the version 1.1, which has some lighting quality improvements and some minor material fixes. Another one that is very straightforward, but it's actually very impressive in the visual side of things, as you can just see on the images here how realistic and just how very beautiful it all looks actually, and the way that the lighting just bounces off the floor there, the way that it lightens up the room very naturally. Yeah, it's definitely another one to check out. It does say modular, but it only says that it includes 3 complete interior pieces, so it's unknown if this comes in like your typical modular level, where you basically have all the objects and pieces all separate for you to interact with and be able to assemble it however you want. but it's still worth checking out just for the high quality of the models alone. And finally, our last one, we have animated rain, waterproof materials and effects. This material set is used for rain flow effect on surfaces like glass windows or solid surfaces. It's not just a rain effect, but it's also a special plugin that makes objects and materials react to that rain, or at the very least to make them look like they're realistically covered in water, in rainwater. You can see here in the videos, you can see how the rain interacts with surfaces, different surfaces, with windows and just objects. And you can even see like images that how it interacts with like chairs and floors and even like leaves, even the way that interact with leaves. It's very impressive to see. I would honestly suggest for this one you check out the video or even get the files yourself to see directly. So these have been the 5 plugins for this month. As you can see here, it doesn't really have a specific theme. It's much more of just general, like different plugins that can do different things, you know, just giving you variety of things that you can do in Unreal Engine, from like really good models of interior pieces to very interesting plugins that can interact with your world in ways that you may not have been able to do until now. I would really recommend downloading this and checking them out right now. And if you're interested in more videos like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.